So I failed. Yeah, I bought 6 books and I failed the year of reading one's own. I wanted to help out my local bookstore and I bought 6 books. I could have easily bought a gift certificate instead, but I caved and I have 6 more books on my shelf now. And I'm not gonna beat myself up too much about it because I don't know what's the point. But I can always say I'll do 9 months of reading one's own. I can start with April and hopefully go through the rest of the year, but after going less than a month without buying books, and then buying 6 of them, 6 hardcovers, no less, I don't know how much confidence in myself I have. But anyway, I hesitated doing this video for I bought these books several days ago, and I didn't know how to make a video on this because I felt embarrassed and I guess ashamed, although, you know, it is what it is. So if you're curious about what books I bought, and for those of you who don't really care, you know, like, you know, just buy books, who cares? I will show them to you, but I'm still a little disappointed in myself, I guess. I wish that I had just bought a gift card, although, you know, I want, these are 6 books that look really good, and there probably are, and I know that would excuse me from going out and buying, you know, 6 more, but I'm going to try from here on out for the rest of the year, April through December, not to buy anymore and concentrate on what I have on my already overflowing TBR shelf. So that's that. If you enjoy book hauls, I will show these books to you. So without further ado, as they say, here are the 6 books that I bought. The first one is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I'm not sure how to say that Greek name, but this is a thriller. I think it won Best Thriller of Goodreads. They take a Goodreads poll every year in the best of the year in different genres. This won for Best Mystery Thriller. So I started it. I'm about 30 pages into it, and it's pretty good so far. And just, I think I got caught up in the hype of it, and I just want to see, you know, what's so good about this book, if it is in fact really good. It's catching my attention so far. It's about a woman who, she's a famous artist and her husband's a fashion photographer, and one day she comes home and shoots him 5 times in the face and then subsequently never speaks another word again. And so she's in a mental institution. I don't know if they still say mental institution, but mental health center, or not sure. But she is being treated, and a new psychotherapist comes in, and he's going to pick up where the last one left off, because they hadn't really had any luck with her and getting anything out of her, or, you know, and finding out why she did this crime. So he's going to work with her and find out a lot of things. I think it's going to take him on a terrifying journey toward discovery, and so it's going to be shocking, and we'll see what happens. Next book I have is Lisa Jewell's The Family Upstairs, and I have talked about Lisa Jewell a few times. She's a great thriller writer. She's swiftly paced. She writes characters pretty well and develops them pretty well. And this one I think is about a girl who, I think she's left an abandoned mansion in a family member's will. And I don't know much more about it than that, but I don't really care because I love Lisa Jewell, and so I'll probably enjoy this. I really like this cover too. This black with the flowers on it. Next book is My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. And there's a little blurb on the front that says, "Brilliant and stunning, an absolute must read," by Gillian Flynn. And this is a book about a young girl. I think she's 15. She gets involved with her English teacher. I guess it's basically about him grooming her and beginning a sexual relationship with her. So it's a controversial book. It's a very relevant book to, I think, society today. And it's just about, I think she struggles with feelings of love and desire for him later on, conflicted with the aftermath of abuse, and so there's complex feelings involved, and I think other people are coming forward and accusing this man of doing things to them, and so she has to face, coming forward as well, or choosing to remain silent. So I've heard great things about this. Haven't started it yet, but I'm sure that I will enjoy it, I think. So it might be a difficult read, but good one. Next book I have is 8 Perfect Murders by Peter Swanson. And it says, "How do you get away with murder? Make it look impossible." And I think this is basically about a copycat killer who kind of recreates different literary murders. I'm not sure which books. I think it talks about Agatha Christie books. And it just kind of mirrors those different murders. And yeah, an FBI agent comes to this bookstore owner's home, and the bookstore owner has written a book called called 8 Perfect Murders, and he is talking about 8 different murders in classic books, and basically, yeah, this copycat killer has recreated these murders. So the FBI agents are knocking on his door because he's written this book, and I don't know if they think that he might have something to do with it, or he knows something. So I actually wasn't going to buy this book because I was looking for another book by him called Before He Knew Her, or Before She Knew Him, and they didn't have that one, so she recommended this one. I haven't read Peter Swanson yet, but we'll see how this goes. I have 2 more books. One is Writers and Lovers by Lily King, and this is about a woman who is kind of down on her luck a little bit. She has just ended a relationship, and her mother has died, and she rents a tiny room at the side of a garage, it says, and she works on a novel that she's been working on for the last 6 years. And so I think it's about kind of a creative life, and it says she falls for 2 very different men at the same time. And so, yeah, that's this book. And I have heard also good things about it. Not on BookTube, but I've seen it in the stores, and it's been in some newsletters, I think, that I have that talk about, great books that are currently out. So this one looks, pretty interesting, and I like to write, and I thought, Writers and Lovers, that's a really kind of catching title. So, and the final book I have is Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by Lori Gottlieb, and it says, "A therapist, her therapist, and our lives revealed." So this is about, the practice of psychotherapy and mental health, and it looks into this therapist who works in LA, and she is a therapist of a lot of I think celebrities. or some celebrities. And she also gets therapy herself, so it's kind of about the therapist and the patient at the same time. And it kind of, you know, just shows what it means to be, you know, a human and asking for help and things like that. So it says, with startling wisdom and humor, Gottlieb invites us into her world as both clinician and patient, examining the truths and fictions we tell ourselves and others as we teeter on the tightrope between love and desire, meaning and mortality, guilt and redemption, terror and courage, hope and change. So, I've heard this is funny and good at the same time, so good and funny. My adjectives are not very descriptive today. But yeah, I heard it's good, so pick that up. And those are my 6 books that I spent like $175 on. So anyway, yes, I messed up and I bought books, but oh well, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. And I'm going to try for 9 remaining months of the year not buying any more books, and we'll see how far I go. And hopefully people on BookTube can help hold me accountable and comment with some encouraging words. And anyway, that's it for today, and I hope you all are staying healthy and enjoying maybe some extra reading time, communicating with friends maybe through text or through FaceTime, maybe people you haven't talked to in a while. So anyway, stay well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.